Good morning, everybody. It's February 16, 2025, and it's Sunday. And you're not going to believe this, but it's snowing here in eastern Kentucky. It was raining. It started raining around 1:30 in the morning after the rain having stopped for a while. And then it just rained and rained, and then it stopped a little bit so I could feed my birdies this morning. And then the rain picked up, the wind, and it's snowing. I don't know. It's confusing. I've never really seen weather like this before. So after they're spraying the skies every day, this is what the result is. But I hope everybody's doing well. And thank you everybody for joining the chat last night. We had a couple of disruptions. I actually wasn't going to mention it, but I think it's important to note. We have a live stream once a week on Saturdays. A lot of people look forward to it. They look forward to sharing information, chatting amongst each other, rather than just in the comment section. Sharing, movies and videos and things that they've seen in other channels, and just information that we can't really share during the week or that everybody views. So, not everybody views every one of my videos or reads all the comments. So in the chat, people are able to connect. Well, we had two disruptions last night. One was a new person, and I've said it to subscribers only, so obviously this is a new person. And it was a little disruptive, trying to chat me up and make excuses and say that they're going to be my boy toy and they'll live on my property, all these stupid things. I'm sorry if you're listening. Wrong place. When it comes to things like this on a personal level with anybody, you can email me. And then we're going to get to the second person. I'm not going to mention names, but anybody who was in the chat last night, and thank you, moderator. And my moderator does not know what I'm going to tell you right now. But I received a series of not so nice emails. And now I have blocked the email address. So anytime this individual sends me an email, it will go to my spam folder. And then I'll have a choice to delete it or read it or whatever. But I'm not going to be responding to you anymore. You know who you are. I received at least a dozen emails. Last night I received about 8. I received about 5 more this morning. And I deleted some of them, so they're gone. But I'm going to read what this individual said. And for those people who are in the chat, you may or may not remember who this person is. It says, I'm so sorry that I joined your chat this evening, but I'm being attacked by your moderator, keeps blocking me, so they cannot respond to your questions. This shit is out of hand and I don't know what else to do. Now, this is after this individual was seeking some help about their targeting. We've given suggestions, but the person kind of hijacked the chat. We were having a chat about other things. And, we're all experiencing different things. And some people are targeted longer than others. Some people are very sick. Most of us are alone. But if you come into the chat seeking help and you're inconsolable, it's wrong to hijack the chat to continue about your own personal issue when you've got, 20 other people there that are hurting also. Okay, if you're looking for help, you can email me privately. And if I know what city and state you're in, if I know somebody else that you can connect with, that's what I'll do. I'll put you in connection with somebody else, but I can't help you. I'm just a YouTube creator who lives on a farm taking care of animals that takes me 4 hours a day. And out of my day, I take the time to create this channel to not only provide evidence for myself, educate myself, but to educate and help others who are experiencing this. Just as I did years ago, and I wish I had somebody educating me back then. I might have made some different choices. But I'm not here to be shit on, pissed on, yelled at, putting down my moderator and stuff. The role of the moderator is to make the chat run smoothly. If I'm reading, I can't see what's going on behind the scenes until I stop reading, go back into the chat and start reading things. People are having conversations, they're overlapping conversations. And it's the moderator's responsibility, and does a good job, to make sure that things are going smoothly. And if somebody's hijacking the chat, they may block that person or mute that person. It's called muting. It's not really blocking, it's muting that person. Okay? It doesn't mean that you're blocked forever. It just means that you're going to be muted for the rest of that chat so that other people have an opportunity to participate. So now this person goes on to say in another email. Now, mind you, these are all separate emails. I've decided it's not worth the fight anymore. It's not worth arguing. It's not worth the decades of research to try to understand what's happening. None of it's worth it. So before they use me as a weapon, I'm going to unalive myself and be done with it. No more torture. No more nothing. I'm just going to DIE and hope for peace. Goodbye. So now this was 11 hours ago. And then I receive another email. Somebody blocked me completely from the chat. My comments are not showing up. I believe it's one of your moderators that's done this. I base this on the observation that when you do block people, you straight up say you're doing it and nothing shady. You just do it and say you've done it. Apparently the information I have to share is so important it cannot allow me to talk at all or be seen at all. Well, I'm telling you flat out, this person was not sharing any useful information other than to tell us what was happening to him physically, which we felt compassion for and were trying to assist, and was ignoring everything that we were saying, okay? Was virtually inconsolable. So now he says, I can't do this anymore. I'm being attacked by everybody. It's not acceptable either. I have a lot that I can share and help. But if I'm DEAD, why am I being attacked while I'm participating in your live stream? Why am I being blocked? I don't think you've done it. And if you did, I believe you would tell me you did. I respond, I have not blocked you. People attempted to offer help and assist you, yet you were not consolable. That's all I said back to him. Then he writes, that's absolutely bullshit. That's not the truth. Had I been allowed to comment and continue to answer your questions instead of having your people censor and block me on your channel, in which I thought was welcome on. So goodbye. Mischaracterizing things. Okay. Drama, drama, drama. I hate drama. I'm just saying. And when it's coming from a man, oh my God. I get equally, frazzled. Okay, here comes another one. The fact is that at this point, I have to go out of my way to articulate how obviously effed up something is that's being done on purpose. They play dumb. Absolutely, it's being done on purpose. If you didn't do it, then it was your moderator or one of your moderators. I only have one moderator. And if you put that person in a place as a moderator and then your moderator does something you wouldn't have done, you're still responsible for it because you're the one that put that person in the place of trust. I don't deserve to be harassed. No one was harassing you. No one was harassing you. You took over the chat, bitching and moaning about what's happening to you, and you were inconsolable. We had some good people in the chat offering assistance. You didn't want to take it. And now you're acting like the drama king that you are. And I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it. We're all hurting. Now he goes on to say, the fact is, we need to get over this BS and cooperate because the fate of not only our lives, but our country and our world is at stake. If this is allowed to continue, the fact that the targeting community is so broken up and many genuine targets need help and even more agent provocateur is embedded. So you need to ask yourself, are you really capable of doing this all by yourself? Or do we need to get our petty beat me blah 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 satanic torture to start? I can't. This is ridiculous. You are the one that's the agent provocateur. You're the one. Sends 12 friggin' emails, maybe even more, but now that you're blocked, I'm not getting them. And furthermore, absolutely nobody offered me assistance. That's a total bullshit. When you go to replay the chat, the written chat, you will see how many people chimed in to ask you for help. And there was nothing that anybody could do for you. Nothing. All I got was a bunch of pedantic suggestions that I've already done. Okay, then why are you asking? We're targeted by military-grade technology. And you're asking the people in my chat to help you with military-grade technology and your physical symptoms? Are you delusional? Give me a break. That's not what the chat is about. The chat is to share, and if you read the topic, it's for education and research, learning and research. That's all we're doing, we're having a conversation. You never once sent me an email, never once, asking for support in the community because of what's happening to you. And even if you did, how do you think I can help you? You're in Florida. I'm in Kentucky. What do you want me to do for you? What did you want my subscribers who are scattered all over the country to do for you? Go back and read the chat. How many people chimed in and tried to get you assistance, and you were inconsolable. And then you're complaining about my moderator trying to maintain control of the chat. But and then he goes, since when you block the victim and allow the person harassing and talking shit to stick around? Again, if I have to explain it, chances are it's being done on purpose, and these agent provocateur infiltrators are very slippery everywhere. Again, I have to explain it's probably being done on purpose. Now, mind you, I have a moderator so that I don't have to deal with this bullshit. Okay, here comes another email this morning, early this morning. So, 11 hours ago, the person did not unalive themselves. They waited around for early this morning to send another message, and then another one, and then another one. Okay, so here we go. 7:48 a.m. And furthermore, what's the best way to be misunderstood in this modern world? Use text messages. There's no way you can type fast enough or enough information to truly articulate. What does this have to do with any damn shit? You get to sit there and talk and talk and talk and talk, but you know very well how difficult it is to even type a simple paragraph in a YouTube chat that is limited by several dozen characters. Oh, okay, well, you know what? Why don't you take that up with YouTube? Take it up with YouTube. Why don't you go tell YouTube that there are not enough characters to type in the chat? And see if they can handle that situation for you. He goes on to say, it's a situation that's similar to guacamole. You can't type fast enough. So I recommend you take a hard look at what's really going on, because you would find out that allies where you least expected and enemies elsewhere. I know, I'm ignorant. I'm ignorant. Oh, and here comes another one, 7:52 a.m. I didn't come here to pick a beef or cause a fight or anything like that. Well, yes, you did. I came to your channel because I genuinely need help. I'm genuinely beyond my abilities here. I'm doing the best to just stay the F alive. Well, aren't we all? Aren't we all? But like with all the targeting, I'm continue to be attacked and blocked. And then I'm not allowed to respond or interact. I haven't done anything. But now I have blocked your email address, so please don't email me again. Your email, I don't want to have a conversation with you. You're welcome to go to the channel, watch all the videos. You're welcome to comment. But my email address is now off limits to you, because now we've got, 13 emails from you? Let's see. You know damn well how destructive that is, so why is it that you're not able to see the pattern? Okay, this was at 7:52 a.m. Now at 8:05 a.m., 8:05 a.m. If I'm not welcome, just tell me. Don't use other people to block me and then pretend that you don't know what's going on. Otherwise, please articulate that I'm welcome and that I'm valued, and I'll do them. Listen, stop the bullshit, okay? You're harassing me now. And because you're harassing me with 13 emails, you are now blocked from sending me email. Okay, now let me just look in my spam folder here. See. Okay, no, it's not you. So anyway, do not send me email. I'm not going to mention the name of the person. Anybody who was in the chat last night knows who it is. So anyway, it's snowing here in Kentucky. But the reason why I wanted to create this video is not just for that. I received an email alert from Quora. Now, I guess people are just answering the question that was posed like 3 years ago. And this is the question. And this is perfect for this person that bombarded the chat last night and sent 13 emails between yesterday and today. The question is, where can I get immediate help as a gang-stalking victim? Now, this person wrote the response 3 years ago, and then, of course, people responded. There are 46 responses, and I'll read a few. You don't. Once these little satanic pedophile cults target ya, they're here to stay. They're planning on leeching your life, stealing time and attention, energy and money. Cockroaches around your house, your car, your life. They buzz around like flies to annoy you, act like mosquitoes to suck your blood, catch you down and out, and hurry up and position themselves as gods. They threaten you, coerce you. They sexually harass you, get you in trouble legally, pretend that they're gods and owners and you shouldn't have anything. They V2K you. And if you try calling law enforcement or ask for help, they move in for the unaliving, as they don't want anybody knowing that they're behind the scenes as they lie and slander you to the public. They don't fall off. They're basically cancerous parasites. And the only way to get rid of them is by cutting them off, such as a chip removal or surgeries and protection against directed energy weapons. So now, here are some of the comments. Here are some of the responses. I guess the biggest issue, now this is a year ago, I guess the biggest issue is DEWs, directed energy weapons, and technology, and now they don't need any implants for it. With satellites and 5G towers proliferating, along with other electronics, they've got numerous endpoints to hack and shower electromagnetic poison showers you. And I don't believe that no one knows about it. My perps are such jerks. They V2K torture while putting their shit on public broadcast wherever I go for everyone to hear. It's their nonsense. It's not that no one knows about it. Everyone knows about it. But they only know the version that these manipulators push on others. It's just turning a blind eye to it. I guess the deal is to stay safe as long as it doesn't attack me, and frankly with their manipulative narratives. But most people have enough reason to buy into their narrative. It's just like nuclear energy. Every technology has two sides, and there are enough psychopaths to exploit the darker side of every technology. Now, with Sam Altman announcing total artificial general intelligence in 5 years, it's even more mayhem on the cards. In hindsight, such wide-scale criminality was inevitable in the high-tech era. Just look at cybersecurity. It's no longer even a question if you get hacked. The new normal is when you get hacked. And no matter what you do, psychopaths will find ways to criminalize every technology. He says, keep the fight up and live life the best that we can is all that we can do. And it takes just one lever to click for even the worst crime enterprises to topple. And who knows, our luck might strike tomorrow. Keep on believing and good luck. And I agree with this guy. You know, the technology is easily manipulated and stuff, and everybody knows about it. But the point was that they only know the version that they're told, right? It's sort of like, and I've mentioned this before, I hate to be repetitive, but you know, my neighbors, they have this narrative that I don't take care of my property and I don't pay people. Well, number one, you never pay anybody that doesn't finish their work. You never pay somebody that messes up your work. They either have to come back and fix it so that they can get paid, or they don't get paid at all and you report them to the Better Business Bureau. You pay people that do the work that they are hired to do, that they are contracted to do. If you sign a contract with somebody and they do something different that you legally agree to, you don't have to pay them. But meanwhile, I have a really high credit score for the losers out there. I don't have a mortgage. And now I'm exonerated from property taxes. So go figure. I know for a fact, because it appears in the local newspaper, that my neighbors owe property taxes, and if they didn't pay them, their house was going to be absconded. But they're the ones perpetrating the narrative that I don't pay people, and that if you continue to clean my property, you'll be part of their lawsuit. While they're vandalizing my property, tearing down my gate, throwing trash on my property, to prevent it from selling, destroying what I created here, 3 greenhouses torn down, fruit, vegetables stolen, animals stolen and killed. But their narrative is, their fake friggin' narrative is, I don't pay people, don't clean my property, and that I don't take care of it. Which couldn't be further from the truth, and I can prove it. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so this is about the narratives that they tell people, the stupid narratives that they tell people. Like that idiot that getting into the chat last night say, oh, I'll be your boy toy. Like, what the hell? Okay, the next response is, I believe pretty much everything you said, but why? There has to be a reason. It's not a fluke that why we're targeted. I believe the New World Order, formerly known as the Nazi Party, is about to make an appearance unlike any they have ever done since the onset of World War II. Now, this is a response from 3 years ago. Every time this organization surfaces throughout history, millions of people die. I feel that what is coming will be in the billions and a checkmate for humanity. I do feel that there's time to stop it, but not very much. This is a very old organization. I know who he's talking about, right? We all know who he's talking about. He says this is a very old organization. And in my opinion, they are the creators of the Catholic Church. I also believe Jesus Christ was the first targeted individual, at least the first recorded TI. I also feel that if I am close to the answer, but at the same time, I'm likely missing something. Another person says, there is no particular reason we're targeted. Look here on Quora. You see that all walks of life, ranging from young males to older ladies to mental health to drug addicts to the totally nicest people going to church, there's no actual reason you're targeted other than they're pushing the slave master program. They may offer a reason to you, but then ask yourself, why are they targeting, harassing that poor lady? And well, if you check the targets on Quora, there are tons of people I believe to be totally innocent. Like, why are they harassing and stalking and antagonizing and even sexually harassing Miss Jane? You know? So this is what this person says. Another person says 3 years ago, they hunt for sport. They laugh together about the misery they've caused you at their holiday parties. Well, how awful it must be to be like them. We need to come together and show a stalker how it feels by exposing them and get justice. And all the books I've read, the book last night says exactly the same thing. And this is told by whistleblowers in the military to expose them all. Another person writes, just this year, a month ago, the devil's beside me. Gang-stalking is the secret war and how to win it. Ditto, trust in Jesus Christ, God Almighty. They are the antidote to Armageddon racial war, which is happening. Look up the article on America Auto Genocide. America Auto Genocide. Sir, are you aware that Jesus Christ himself created the Catholic Church? No, he did not. Come on. Where'd you get this bull crap from? Let me see. And then some person says, no, I wasn't there. And then person says recently, when I was gang stalked and called the cops, a black SUV with an agent was there with them. And when they were done with me, the talk to him, he got back in the SUV and left. They knew I was being gang stalked, and a lot more happened. So many situations probably now, but they are messing with me behind the curtains, and I know who it is, and they are here watching me a lot. But for what reason? I've been getting more answers, a lot, while they are studying me. And this is back in November. Another person says, Armageddon is coming. We have to be... I don't know, a lot of gibberish here. Focus on prayer, Bible study, stay close to God. There are good things in store for us. It's the new world, just saying. Majority of the cities, it's Agenda 2030, gentrification, neo-Nazi state. And I'm going to tell you guys, I started to do a little research about this when I lived at Manalapan at 52 Sutton Drive, Manalapan, New Jersey, a home I lived in for 30 years as original owner. The cops that were targeting me, you got to look up their last names and see what their relationship is to certain particular cultures. Just saying. Just saying, you got to look up the last names of some of the people that are harassing you. Now, one person says, what is V2K? Do they use sound to control? What else do they use? I've moved, but it's bigger than I thought. They ate here, too. Has anyone ever experienced them with those invisibility cloaks or holographic pictures and clear or shiny objects? Then one person responds, this is just Tuesday. Holograms can be projected using a cell phone. See the movie called The Illusionists. My perps also wore wigs. Some shave their hair so they can impersonate by wearing them. Let's see what else they say here. 250,000 deaths by drug overdose, of which some were children eating a tainted gummy. What kind of sick, twisted loser would do this? Covert druggings are on the rise. Believe me, I know. All of these perps, they're perverted. In fact... or they would not even consider engaging in this malicious behavior. I yield back on that one because they cannot disprove that fact. Watch out for the nicey plants. They're actually manipulating liars. It's so creepy. Oh yeah, I had one of those nicey plants diagonally across the street. The Jezebel. Yeah, Jezzy with the blue lights on. Jezebel. They go, watch out for the nicey plants. They actually manipulating liars. It's so creepy. They know we're good people, and they use our generosity in helpful ways against us. We TIs are scrutinized and belittled and tormented, and then we're forced to hold back our tears. They all know damn well what's going on. And by the way, Jezebel with the blue lights on, when I mentioned to her, after, I guess, 5 years of being here, that I'm what's called a targeted person, I started to explain what that is. She was not empathetic or sympathetic or anything. You know what her response was? Her immediate response was, You mean that I can do anything I want to you and nothing happens to me? Those are virtually quotes. Jezebel, with the blue lights on, the nicey one, the pathological liar. That's okay, I've got your number, biatch. We all know who you are. And you think you're better than the other perpetrators. You're no better. Just because you're a little different, you're prettier, you're no different. You're still a perp. Anyway, another person writes, not just that they're moving in for the unaliving. If you help or go out for help or seek help from law enforcement, understanding that gangland cyber terror. This is the design. It's a design template described in exact Geneva Convention psychological warfare. And its entirety. This is a tool Michael, nanotexas translator, mines to attack you with GPS tracking. This sounds a little weird. Okay, they link you to the internet. They have dark sites that are minions of everyone around the world online, and they track you on maps. So they can be in Japan looking at a screen, and that you're on a map, unaliver from another place using a false identification, even though you're using your real identification, and what you do is search like that is a secret. And they say that they say that you're a criminal on the run. They say this about you and I. We're criminals on the run. Yeah, that 66-year-old woman in the middle of Kentucky. Yeah, she's a criminal on the run. You know what? She's a criminal. She likes cats and chickens. She's a real criminal. They'll do and say just about anything. Just go about your business. And if it comes just say no to that person. This actually just sounds like gibberish. This person is like talking into their phone, and I'm not making out. If it comes in, just say that the person does the things that they say that he's doing. It's just a rumor. It's another weapon or tool. And this is where our authorities go through an investigation. Oh, and then this person just goes on and on and on. Okay, just rambling. And then the person responding, this person says, Lord, show this man what a comma and a period is. I do not comprehend anything you just said. Oh, I know. I feel the same way. Okay. Elite. Okay. Elite, the pedo rings like P. Diddy and the Navy and the Masons are involved. They also run those rings on Facebook and elsewhere and use these creepy old grandpa pedos to sit in nearby apartments and yell at me all day and chase me around the neighborhood. Hookers, too. It's part of Marxism. Hollywood is involved through their actions, abuse, I can't say it, brainwashing, the movies. They condone this negative behavior and mental illness. Thelma and the Navy are doing it by bullying through trauma-based abuse and mind control. And the NSA, those young people rings and developing Navy energy weapons to make neighborhoods mental. They turn the hookers on, who were abused in childhood, into actresses and models who promote unaliving. It's the Epstein model of the government. Even the presidents have been involved in this. The bullying and voice to skull and the stalking is supposed to induce school. Oh, I can't say this. You know what happens. The school thingies, the pew pew stuff. The police and feds are trying to take over these towns with all this brainwashing and bullying as part of MK Ultra. I'm going to stop here reading this because these are just words and names that are just going to trigger. Oh, yeah, Kathy O'Brien, the Masons, the satanic rituals, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So anyway... And then of course, you've got the perp that chimes in here. The perp goes, what you need to do is get help for your schizophrenia, since you may well suffer from that instead. There you go. There's your perp on Quora responding to this intelligent conversation. So anyway, this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. I've rambled on enough. I just wanted to give you that Q&A on Quora and to tell you that we had 2 interruptions in the live chat last night. And I'm just going to say for the record, I'm a YouTube creator. I'm not a medical doctor. I don't diagnose people. I'm just a YouTube creator. I'm a targeted person. I have a nonprofit cat rescue. If you or anybody that you know is threatening to unalive themselves, please seek assistance. It's not going to be me. So I don't really want to know about it. I don't know you personally. You don't live in Kentucky. I've never spoken to you on the phone. I've never met you in person. So please seek assistance in your own state. And I wish you all the best. And I'm going to sign off for now.